a lack of recognition that our children are individuals too. Okay, you may say, hey, you know what? I recognize that. I give my child the space. You may say all that, but you know what? Sometimes we may not fully comprehend that. Sometimes it's like the coffee machine or the weighing machine where you put in the coin, and sometimes this coin is not fully fallen in. You just have to kick it, and then okay, suddenly the coin falls in. So we may know this as a point. Like, yes, I do understand that my child is an individual and I will need to give them the space. All of that may be understood, but you know what? This needs to be really understood and be expressed in our life experience. So a lack of recognition of our children as individuals is a very important reason. And think of this: as individuals, as children, they may have their opinions and biases, just like all of us. Neglecting these could be basically end up neglecting their potentials, their talents, the greatness that they have. Because parents, we are their eyes for the future. Children, they may not fully understand their future, how is it going to be and all of that, but we have already seen their future. In our imagination, we are constantly thinking about their future. Isn't that right? Yeah, so we are constantly thinking about how my child is going to be. So we somehow are the eyes for them to see their future, right? And so if we do not recognize them as individuals who have different opinions, different biases, and if we are just ignoring their opinions, like their opinions may be sometimes not so good, or probably not very balanced, but you know what? Recognizing that is very important, because they need to gain a self-worth, saying, okay, this is my opinion and I stand for it. I'm not, and we as parents, when we affirm, even though it may not be balanced, even though it may not be the right thing, when we say, hey, I understand, wow, that's a good opinion. But you know what? Just because it's wrong doesn't mean we discard them. When we discard it, the neglecting of that would be like neglecting their potential, their talents, their greatness that they have, because when we don't recognize that, we are somehow not knowingly but unknowingly allow them to doubt themselves, doubt their opinions, doubt their biases, which we all have, right? We all have our opinions and biases, but we want them not to doubt it. We want them to have a confidence to move forward with it, right? So the first step is, the first reason that obstruct the parent to meaningfully connect with the child is a lack of recognition that our children are individuals who have opinions and biases, and they have unique talents and unique things. Let me give you an example. Think of this. Imagine both of the parent, the daddy, mommy, both of them do not have a talent in music at all, okay? But the children may miraculously have a ear for it. The parent may be totally tone deaf. They can't recognize this note from this musical note. But the child may be like, wow, super intuitive with music. How is that possible? Think of parents who are academically oriented, and then children are like sportsmen and creative artists. I mean, you see that difference? Like from generation to generation, we are different people. We are different individuals, right? Even though they are born from us, but we see that they have new traits, new things that they can offer to the whole family then, right? So it's important to recognize children as individuals that are unique as a person.